Hey guys, Robin Anderson here from Robin's Taste. There is something special I've been thinking now for a very long time, for like 5 minutes. Science fiction is a very weird concept, really. About science and fiction is two words that doesn't really match up together. Anyways, we're gonna talk about the genre and some movies and yeah, chill out. First off is a movie known as Screamers, Peter Weller, and no, it's not called Screamers, Peter Weller. Peter Weller stars in the movie called Screamers. That's better. Anyways, this is a B film where he basically fight off his monsters, creepy bugs, electronic stuff that try to kill him and eat him. And yeah, you don't really care about these characters because all of them are real stupid or just freaking cliche and stereotypic as hell. That's the only downside. Otherwise, it's a pretty cool sci-fi film, and yeah, a pretty neat story too. By the author who did Blade Runner, yeah, and this movie, I love this freaking film. It's so unbelievably good. I mean, visually, the setting is just fantastic, and then where the characters are so real and whoa, you know? Everything is just perfect, and it's not cliche stupid in any ways. Ridley Scott, I'm not a big fan of him. I think he's sort of been wasted times and boring. But this is the movie I love the most. And he's been saying that too. He's been saying that too, that it's one of his favorite films that he ever did. Next is Menorah Report. A pretty fairly okay film directed by Steven Spielberg. It's a little bit long, and I'm not too sure if I really enjoy the characters. The actors are making a very good job, but I don't really like Colin Farrell. I mean, he's just a junkie basically, a scrappy old junkie. But he's making a fairly good reception there. And I'm gonna talk about a very famous movie director known as Sergio Mantino. I had to read in the back cover of it because I have no idea who the hell that guy is. But I got two of his films and they are very good. But weird enough, he doesn't even have a picture on IMDb because he's not that good of a big cult classic director, I guess. I'm not too sure. This is what the cover look like. Pretty badass. He's muscle, badass, cool figure here. Yeah, and he's sweating and he got biceps and he kick ass. It's a fairly good film, really, and the final battle is like the coolest thing you ever seen. Then everything happens. Any action scene you want to see come at the end of this film. It's awesome. Yeah, John Saxon has a little cameo too. He's a pretty good actor, really. Next is 2019, After the Fall of New York. Same director, Sergio Martino. Yeah. This is just a total homage to Escape from New York. And it's a B version of it. It got more action scenes, not too much of suspense in the same way as he did. John, and he did a fantastic job, but this is more of a B reception to it. Alright, next up is Virus. It's like any man versus machine war thing going on, but it's on a huge ass Titanic look-like boat, or maybe you call it the Titanic look-like ship. Yeah, I guess it's better to call it a ship, but it's a great battlefield zone and it's a hell of a fight. But the movie is very cliche and stupid at the same time. But as a cliche, boring ass Hollywood flick, it's okay. Next up is a very good and bizarre sci-fi film that, not very bizarre, but it's very good because it's so deep and dark and very serious. The Quiet Earth. It gets serious until the action scene pops up, and I remember the trailer was long as hell. I think the trailer was like 6 minutes and spoiled everything. I mean everything. For some horrible reason. Anyways, this guy wakes up in New Zealand and realizes he's all alone. Everybody else in the entire world is gone. And he's losing his mind until he realizes that there are other people around. Or he's not very, very alone. But I like the part when he loses his mind. That's just great. He's talking to a puppet of Adolf Hitler, and I just like that little short scene. It's a great film, really. Next is Dark City. For some reason, this is a big sci-fi icon for me. And the acting is just tremendous here. I know I did some fake trailer of it. I hope you guys can check it out because it's pretty awesome. And yeah, it's one of the best fake trailers I did for Dark City, at least. Yeah. Next is the cult classic Tron. I haven't seen Tron Legacy. I'm not planning to see it. I'm skipping all the CGI shit. It doesn't really make any sense since this movie also is CGI, of course, but this movie is more original. Anyways, I took this collector's edition, and very neat edition too. Yeah, it was a long time ago I saw it. It must have been some years at least, and I see movies very often. Next is 12 Monkeys. This insane movie. I call it insane because all the characters are basically pretty much insane. Bruce Willis, Madeline Stowe, never heard of her before, what I know of. And of course Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt has a very good role in this movie as this, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but he's a very crazy guy. And yeah, check it out. This is actually, weird enough, the only steelbox I have. Anyways, a great movie, check it out. And to finish the entire video with pride and honor, I will give you the most hardest movie actually to review, Dune. Why it is so hard is the reason that we have so many tremendous fantastic actors. Sting and Kyle MacLachlan in a fist-to-fist battle, for example. That is one of my favorite scenes ever. Brad Dourif, Jesus Christ, is awesome. He has a small role, but it's great. Sean Young as well from Blade Runner. Whoa, she's hot. She's very hot. Toto making the music. Jesus Christ, we can't forget that. David Lynch directing the film. Mix it all together and the movie becomes pretty much a failure, really. That is the sad part. I really enjoy the acting and everything. Everything's great in that way, but it's just like David Lynch didn't have the power when he made the movie, and he said by himself that they shouldn't make the film, but by the time it was a good idea. But nowadays he don't want to be mentioned with his film because he really hates this movie. Anyways, I've been talking for a very long time about Dune and very little about the others, so it doesn't really make any sense. Anyways, catch you guys later, and yeah, don't do drugs.